Alun, of course, is from MESH. MESH has been a very important partner for this Connectors meeting, and a lot of what we are discussing and ideas will also find its way to MESH, and I think Alun will talk more about that. So over to you, Alun.
Great, thank you, Sarah. Sarah, actually, can I share my new approach of engagement with everyone?
Please do, absolutely.
So, last night at 11 o'clock, an idea came to me. I've come across, I've invented a new approach of community engagement. So this approach involves bringing people who make pies and croissants together, and I'm going to call the approach participatory baking. Thank you, sorry about that. Okay, so my name's Al, and I lead MESH, also a creative person, as you can see. So I lead MESH, which is the Global Health Network's hub and community of practice for community engagement. So what does that mean? So we've got a foundation called the Global Health Network. And the Global Health Network is a WHO collaborating center. It's a global network of coordinators. We have coordinators across several countries in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, and the Caribbean. And their role is to facilitate regional knowledge sharing activities in relation to health research. We also have a huge web platform with all kinds of resources, trainings, guidelines, toolkits for health research, all aspects of health research. And in January this year, we celebrated the millionth member. So it's a staggering network that builds itself. We have something like 4,000 or 5,000 new sign-ups for this network every week, which is kind of quite frightening in a way. So MESH is one of 60 hubs on the Global Health Network. And as you can see there, we have some hubs are disease and technical areas of research like coronavirus, malaria, snake bite. There's all kinds of areas of research and themes there, and there are cross-cutting topics like social science, global health trials, and community engagement. MESH is one of them. So MESH actually doesn't stand for anything in terms of, it's not an MESH thing, it's just a name. A MESH is a kind of network of people, I guess, or a bringing together of people. So MESH sits amongst these hubs. So what does MESH have? Well, MESH is funded by Wellcome, and that enables us to have 3 coordinators based in Africa, one based in Africa, one based in Asia, and one based in Latin America and the Caribbean. And their role is to facilitate knowledge sharing and trainings and workshops in community engagement. We also have quite a big online hub of resources, and I'll tell you a bit about some of the resources on that which you might find useful in your work. And we have, over the past 2 years, the membership of people who've signed up for newsletters has risen to 6,000 members. And they're kind of a niche group of people who are either practitioners or researchers in community engagement, or people who have an interest in how to engage communities with health research. As you can see there, the website is laid out into different themes that you can access all kinds of different resources there. There's also a map, and people asked yesterday, or somebody asked yesterday, you know, how can we connect with one another? And I personally found this map very, very useful. Before I joined MESH, I used this map to identify people who are working in youth engagement towards organizing a meeting in the Africa region. That was back in 2018. And this map was really helpful to identify people. So when you sign up for Mesh, you can put yourself up on this map and you will become a red dot. For example, this is somebody just outside Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. And you can put information about yourself there so that other people can find you and potentially collaborate with you and network with you. So people tell us that that's a very useful facility. So it's quite easy to do. You just press the get involved and sign yourself. And I encourage all of you to do that and to sign up for Mesh so that you can access some of the resources. So some of the resources include this top one here is on the top. Is that right or left? I can never tell. But it's a training that was co-funded by Mesh and NIHR, and it's a comprehensive training in a 7-module training in community engagement that was authored by community engagement practitioners with lots of experience from all over the world, really. And that's free, and it's online, and you can do it at your own pace. Here on this side here, there's a theme for advisory groups, PPI groups, where people have shared their, I see Napat here has shared stuff from their community advisory board. We've got a toolkit on how to establish a PPI group or a community advisory board, or some of the things that you might want to consider when you're developing an advisory group. And that was authored by people who, again, are very experienced in setting up community advisory and PPI groups. So we've got planning, we've got another toolkit to help you to plan a strategy for engagement to accompany a piece of research, and that's been very popular. But what people always ask us is, that more and more over the last 5-6 years, funders are increasingly asking for upstream engagement to feed into proposals. And researchers generally don't know how to do that. How do you do that with most of the time with no budget at all? And in that toolkit, there's some ideas for how you can do some fairly simple, low-tech engagement that can inform your proposal writing. And on this one, the person who led Mesh before me is somebody who's a connector, who's one of the founders of Connectors, Helen Latcham. She put together this find funding stream, and it's a pretty comprehensive list of the funders who have in the past and who might be at the moment funding community engagement of different varieties. I mean, it's a difficult one. It's a really difficult list to compile because funders often change their strategies and their themes, and funding for community engagement sometimes appears and sometimes doesn't. But that's a list that can help people. And it's funny, actually, when we send out newsletters, if you ask me which part of the website or which part of the hub gets the most clicks, it's the funding. Funnily enough, you might not be surprised by that. So this is the introduction to and a practical guide to community engagement and involvement. That's the course I was talking about. This is my last slide, and this might be relevant to a lot of you who are kind of practicing community engagement. And several practitioners have found this to be very useful. So Mesh is a platform that you can share your work on completely freely. We don't have a review. We do that in-house, and if it fits, if it's community engagement, if it looks ethical, then we tend to publish and support anybody who wants to share their work or their resources on community engagement. I'm just highlighting this as an example of somebody from Sudan who was, she was attending one of our webinars, and she wrote in the chat facility, would you mind if I shared my work on Mesh? And so we encouraged her to write an article, and she actually drew that to as a point in her CV to get her onto a master's course. And now she's studying a master's. So, you know, I mean, obviously it's not the silver bullet that can get you a master's course, but it can help, you know, to have your work and to be able to share your engagement work. So this also recognizes that engagement practitioners are not necessarily, don't follow that academic track. Some do, of course, but quite a lot are practicing engagement practitioners. And this is a platform that enables people who don't want to necessarily follow that kind of peer review process, and who just want to share their work on Mesh. So we were able to assign this article, as all of our articles, we can assign a DOI, which is a digital object identifier, I think. Sorry for the jargon. But what that actually means is that you can cite it then. It's a permanent place on the website, and you can put it on your list of publications. Okay, so that was my last slide. But I really welcome anybody who wants to share their work on Mesh. It's a really great space. And because of the newsletter that we share out, it does get read. The articles get read by people from all over the world who want to learn about engagement. Thank you. Sorry.